Hey, young married mentors and campus pastors, wanted to make a really quick video for you about this week's young married classes. Listen, this month your campus pastors are going to be teaching, and they're going to be hitting on the importance of community. Listen, what we've seen over and over again is that when people get married, when they begin to establish new lives with each other, the busyness of everything, community often gets shoved down to the bottom of the priority list. But the truth is that we desperately need community. We need community with our spouses, we need community with our church, and we need community with friends and people around us who are going to love us, challenge us, walk through the mess of life with us, and be friends. Man, there's tons of things that community shows us about who we are. One of the things that I found that I thought was just, it made total sense when I read it, is that community groups and deep friendships where people are driving in the same direction as you, like following Jesus, you actually get an increased attraction to your spouse because you see other people interacting with your spouse and your spouse interacting with other people in a positive light. But not only do we want our young marrieds to be attracted to their spouse, we want them to grow spiritually. So my hope and my prayer is that as our young married groups, as many of them have started with us about 7 months ago, many of them are going to stay with us through the end of this year, but some of them are going to be looking for what's next. And our hope and prayer is that they jump into community, whether that's a community group that you guys continue to meet together coming out of this young married group, or that's something new that they start or join. Man, community group is life-changing. And so I hope that as you guys walk through the questions this week, as you spend time with your campus pastors and your young married class members, that you could really challenge them on the importance of being a part of community. Share with them your story of how community has changed your life, of how God has used other people in your friendship circles and your community group circles to call things out, to challenge you, to push you to love your spouses, or just one spouse, not spouses plural for the record, but your spouse, your children, to love Jesus, to pursue him more, and to challenge you on different things that they see in your life that are often only talked about and found in community group. And the truth is, a community group transforms our lives. It calls us to be disciples of Jesus. And our hope is that our young marrieds will jump into community group, whether it's now, if they have the capacity to do a community group and young marrieds, or if it's after they finish young marrieds, for them to find a home, for them to find deep friendships, belonging, and people that are going to love them and challenge them to follow Jesus. So listen, I love you guys. I'm praying for you. I'm excited for what God is doing in young marrieds. It was really encouraging looking through the results of our survey that we did recently about how many of our young marrieds feel like they've gained friendships, they've found community, they found a place where they belong, and they've been able to work on their marriage through the course of young marrieds. We're really excited for what God is doing in young marrieds, and I'm so thankful for your investment in the lives of our young marrieds. Thank you guys. Love you. I'll talk to you soon.